Hi everyone and welcome to Gardening Club. I'm down the bottom of the garden in my workshop, usually a place where I'm found painting furniture or fixing something. But lately, with everything that's going on, I found myself in the garden much more and enjoying the process of planting seeds and watching them grow and looking after them. So my workbench has been relegated from fixing up furniture, and it's now chock-a-block full of seeds and containers of things that I've started to grow. And as you can tell just from here, this part here, it's a really good sun trap, so it gives my seeds a really good start in life. It gets really hot in here, which I quite like. So today I'm going to show you a little trick of something that I've been doing because I found myself short of compost. Haven't been able to buy it from the supermarkets or garden centres. But I found myself short of containers, things to plant my seeds into. So I've turned to recycling, and I've tried to have a look around my house of things that I can use that would just be going in the bin. So today I'm going to show you how to turn a plastic bottle into a container, into a pot container. That's your task this week as well, is try and have a look around your house. What can you find that could be used into a seed container, seed pot, something which you can grow something into. It's not just bottles or containers. Yogurt pots would be fantastic. I've seen people doing origami with old newspapers or junk mail that they get. I've seen people use old wheelbarrows and saucepans, teapots. So the challenge this week is, what can you find that you can plant something into as well? I'd be intrigued to see the variety. Right, so I've got this container here. It used to have apple juice in, no more. I've got one which used to have orange juice in. I've had a go at painting it. Needs another coat, I think, there, but I think painting it would make it look pretty good. So I'm going to try and show you the finished product of that when it's done. So first thing you need is one of these, a drill or an old hand drill or just a screwdriver or something with a sharp point. Now this part you need an adult supervision for. Don't go doing this on your own because you've just got to make sure you're safe. So I'm going to keep the lid on so that the bottle doesn't crush too much, so that I can use that pressure to drill a few holes in. I'm going to drill 3 holes in the bottom because I'll be watering my seeds and my plants, and you need good drainage. If the water just stays in there, then once your plant starts germinating, the roots will start to rot. So it needs good drainage as well. So turn your bottle upside down. Make sure that it's anchored against something, and I'm just going to give it a good drill. That's 1 hole. There we go, see? That's why I wanted to keep the lid on. Let's get the other hole. And that's the other hole there. Right, so as you can tell, it actually got a little bit tricky at the end, didn't it? But it's got 2 holes in for good drainage. I could put another one in if I wanted to. Right, so now I want to cut around to take the top off. Don't throw the top away. That can be used in the garden as well. Pop it over some seedlings, protect them from the wind or something like that. Really useful. So for this part I'm going to again resort to my drill, and I'm just going to try and get a little pilot hole. There we go, and I've just got that hole in the side there. Again, you could use a pair of scissors, sharp utensil, but make sure you're doing it with an adult with you. Now I'm going to get a pair of scissors, and where that hole is I'm just going to start cutting around the bottle. Trying to make sure it's in a straight line as best as I can. Not the end of the world if it's not. Okay, Right. And there we go. So, I've got two components now. I've got this thing here, really useful in the garden. I've just planted some spring onions out in the front, and I'm a little bit worried about the wind and things getting them, so that over the top of those spring onions will let those seeds grow protected, but also still getting the light, and will keep the heat inside. Really good. Keep that, put that to one side. This now is a perfect container. Now that it's open, you can push down and squeeze all the crinkles out that happened when I was drilling the holes in the bottom. So now I'm going to plant it up, I suppose. So I am going to use an old grow bag. Don't throw them away, they're brilliant. You can either cut the top off, turn them into a container themselves, or I quite like to use them to protect my workbench when I'm using things that are muddy and things like that. So, glove on. I've got some compost here. Homemade compost is the best. This one's just out of a bag. Right, I'm going to just fill up my container. Make sure your compost's like breadcrumbs. There's no big lumps in it, because your plant will find it difficult to grow through it. Rightio, that's about perfect. Oh, something happened on the screen there. Low battery, that's okay. So I've just filled up my pot with compost, and now tricky, this is the thing, top tip. I'm going to water the soil before I put the seeds in, because if you water it afterwards, then the water moves your seeds and displaces your seeds. If you water before, your seed gets the water it needs to germinate, but less risk of them moving around. So we give that a good watering. There we go. And some water will be coming out of your drainage holes in the bottom, which is the good reason why I've got this grow bag down. Right, and then I'm just going to, maybe I should have done some more drainage holes there, who knows. Yeah, maybe I should have. Next time I'll learn that then, more drainage holes are needed. Right, just let that sit for a moment. And today I'm going to be growing some red lettuce, okay? And you can already hear there's thousands of seeds in there. Just open the seed up. I'm going to go a small little sprinkle in there. If I can open the packet. This is where you need slimmer fingers, Mr. Harrison. Stop eating all those biscuits. Right, there we go. Put some into the palm of your hand first. Don't put them straight into the container. More control this way. Right, and then I'm just going to try and sprinkle them around so they don't all grow in the same place. Fantastic. Right, now that's done. Little bit more compost on top. Just a light sprinkling, you don't want to bury the seeds too much. Okay, and there we have it. One last job. I need to remember what's in this container, and I need to remember when it was planted. So there you go, look at that. Brilliant. That would have just gone in the bin otherwise. So I've got lettuce. And it's the 2nd of May today, so I'm going to pop that down as well. And I'm going to put that into the container. And that container is just going to live on this windowsill. And I'll come back tomorrow, just have a little look at them, see how dry they're getting, see how the drainage is going, and just keep watering them every couple of days. So I might have to move them from this place because it's a bit too hot, they dry out too quick. But in a few weeks' time, hopefully, I'll be having some delicious lettuce in my salad from my very own garden. I would love to see what you're up to in your garden, and I can't wait to see the pictures of you posting your containers from recycling on there. Bye bye for now.